Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here. I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. You know, there's a lot of pain going around in the world, in America, and in your state, in your city, and in your town. These problems exist as a result of somebody that's twisting the system to benefit from it, and in the process causing this pain. The pain might be where you are not receiving enough cash to take care of your obligations. It might mean something else, but whatever, it is important to you. It was important a few years ago for 99% of you to gather in the streets to state your case. I'm sure you didn't get satisfied, but you stated your case. But I wonder, is that why you did it? Just to state your case or to be satisfied? Well, there are those of you who are dissatisfied with individual things, and they are so important. I don't want you to ever think that they are not important. But they are only important in the mix as far as power goes. In the mix. What I'm basically saying, when you got writers in the television entertainment industry who is boycotting, not going to write, but one problem after another, dissatisfaction, things are not working, and so they are stating their case. This is nothing new. Teachers everywhere are stating their case. Why? Because they are dissatisfied. Everybody is stating their case because they are dissatisfied. But the question becomes, if you're dissatisfied and you keep being dissatisfied and time comes and passes and you're still dissatisfied, how long are you going to be settled or going to settle for just being dissatisfied? There comes a time when you have to do something about being satisfied. Now, I admit sometimes it takes balls, especially if you've waited your entire life just complaining. Yes, it's going to take some great, wonderful balls when you become an old person. You're not going to do it. The only reason I'm doing it as an old person is because I was doing it when I was young. I hadn't accomplished anything, but I'm solid in what I know, and I have no problem articulating it. And I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that we are being tricked. You know, I want you to think about something that happened. We could have learned. Maybe we did. You remember MAGA, Make America Great movement? You remember Donald Trump and all of his senators and congressmen? You remember how loyal they were to him when he said something? Didn't matter if it was truth or not, they supported it all the way. You remember how he came and said, even before anything happened, that if he lost, it would be because foul play. They would have stolen it. At that moment in time, he said to all the American people, he's the greatest. Now, whether they agree with it or not, he said he is the greatest. And there's no way that he could lose. He planted that seed in the minds of all those people that agree with him, and all those people who want to believe in it, and those people who, let's see, he planted that seed. Now, what's happening? He did everything he possibly could to win. He talked to, I'm sure, Russia. He's done it before. I don't have the evidence. I'm just saying. Ukraine. They was presenting some evidence on the telly about that. And if he did that, I'm sure he did other stuff. For what? This is protection in the event that he lost the election. He would have a way to claim it. He would have a way to maneuver and slice it to claim it again and make this his country, that he could do the kinds of things that he has been doing all the time, going around the world degrading this country, going around the world telling everybody else that those people who are killing people around the world in dictatorships or whatever are the kind of people that he wants to sleep with, writing love letters and things, and people that you have in relationships with as far as strategies and working together to maintain peace, putting that down, want to break all of that stuff up. Now, you can say and you can see that action like that is not about the American people. It is about something else. No doubt. No doubt. But the seed was planted. When the election comes and it's over and the tally takes place and he lost, what was the first thing he said? I told you they were going to steal it. All of a sudden there's question in the air. The seed was planted. Time has been passed, and now this seed, boy, it's nurturing itself. There's another word I can't think of it right now. Germinating, whatever it is. Anyway, this is happening. Now the American people are doubting, especially those that believed everything he said. It had to have been stolen. He could not have lost. That's the way evil works, ladies and gentlemen. You see it? You see how that trick works? Many of you probably knew it but didn't know it. You know what I mean? You've seen something like this, but you couldn't have explained it that way. But you got a chance to see this before your very eyes. You got a chance to see the scam. And that scam has still been going on 2 years afterwards. That scam has people in prison for lying about it. That scam had people breaking in buildings trying to do it. That scam, ladies and gentlemen. And now you're in the streets complaining because you're not satisfied with your life. You see right now these same people that were breaking these rules and telling these lies are in main positions in government. You know they're crooks. You know they can't be trusted. You know they're basically neons for evil. But they end up making decisions for your life, and you know they're crooks. But you can't do anything about it because you're bound by what? You're bound by a constitution? You're bound by silliness that you cannot do anything about this. You got a president who has been impeached a few times, but it still remained in office. Why? Because of the corruption. And we, the people, have to live in the middle of this over and over again, every day, every night. Wake up with it, go to bed in it. Corruption in the system. And you're in the streets. Everybody in this country is pissed off with what's going on, except the very rich and those who are not as rich, but rich. They are satisfied to the max, because living, as far as human beings have been deduced to, is about having money. Because anything you want to do, you got to have money to do it. They have set it up, they have stripped it up in such a way that they can't lose. Because everybody wants food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, all those other kind of things. They own it all. They got it set up. They make the money. They put the money out there. They put lobbyists out there that's dictating where you're supposed to be going, what path you're supposed to be on, where they need you at. They got the money out there, putting this piece of paper out there so you can go in your paper in your hand and think you somebody. They're giving you the amounts of money that they know would motivate you and put you in that place that they need you to be in to do the kinds of things that they want you to do. It might be, well, let's where's the big money? In entertainment, singing, dancing, rapping, acting, whatever. Where the money is, that's where they want you. And what are they doing? Degrading everything else. Raise the debt limit, but we're going to cut down here. Ladies and gentlemen, you see what's happening? You see what's happening? The devil is killing us. And standing up, walking around, picketing, or on the telly, complaining, fussing. What you trying to do? Fussing. I tell you what you could do. One action other than talking would motivate more people than a week or month or 4 years or 10 years of talking. I better remember that. So what am I saying, ladies and gentlemen? I'm saying to all of us, it is time that we stop taking this. We have been controlled by the devil all of our lives. And when I'm talking the devil, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about the system, the evil system that's set up and perpetuated by people who give power to evil. And it got to stop. All of the money is an instrument that rob you. But I want you to know something, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to accept this right away. But I'm going to tell you anyway. So I want you to think about it. All of the resources on the face of the earth came from God to all people. No cost, no nothing. It was ours. It is ours to do with as we have been doing and want to do later or will ever do. And it's always free. And it is free so we, human beings, can make certain things and use certain things, benefit from it. Make cars so we can have cars. Make planes so we can have planes. Anything we want, we make them. Together we make them so we can have them, so we can access them. Everybody, nobody, what people who used to be so low that you couldn't see, they could do any of these things, anything that anybody can do. God said, I want you to know, God's love for us made that possible. But we don't enjoy life like that. Why? Because there's an evil spirit out there say, hell no. And we the people, not knowing God, say, well, okay. And now we're in the streets thinking something's going to change. You better change your mind. And when you do it, don't do it with the attitude that they do it with. See, everything they do, they want to make you do it. And when you stand up, then they want to force you to do it. God doesn't do that. God's love guides you. It teaches you the right way. And you practice it, and it happens. See, God ain't putting you in prison because you stole. God fixed the system so you didn't have to steal. Everything you need was made available to you. You didn't have to lie, you didn't have to cheat, you didn't have to steal. Now, all of you people that listen to me right now, I'm telling you, let us get together. I'm not trying to lead you nowhere. Everything that I'm saying to you, if you think about it for 1 minute, you know it's absolutely true. And you can say the same things yourself that I'm saying. So any of you could, it's going to take all of us, so don't be talking about no any of you, to get together and change this nation. Change this nation and make this nation a beautiful nation. Donald Trump was talking some crazy stuff. Make America great again, where we let racism, hatred, and bigotry, and white folks on top, and everybody else go to hell. And that's making America great again. No. Let me tell Donald Trump, and let me tell all the mega folks, and all those people out there who believe in alternative truths. There ain't no such thing. There is truth. There is love. And you can have the desires of your heart, and you trust in the power that you cannot see by allowing that power to live in you and not trust in some lying, stinking dude or woman. Well, I wanted to just say these things to you because I think it would be wise for us to tell the system, tell the nation what we want, and then stand up and get it. What I mean by getting it, resist anything that denies it until we get it. And the people, but I say that for another time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your time to share in the evening. I hope you can see that moonlight up there. It's nature being so good. You see that moon? You see that moon? I hope you can. Can you see that moon? If you can see that moon, that's nature. That's God giving us that moon. Man can't give us that moon. These trees you see, that's nature. God giving us these trees. Man can't give us these trees. This life we have is nature. God gave us this life. Man can't. Man is a tool that allows that life to come into the physical form so we can see it. This is God's thing. And the peace and joy and freedom, that's God's stuff. And there are ways when we treat each other the way we want to be treated, then we receive God's kind of living. If we're trying to con everybody, trying to get ours into hell with everybody else, then we are living like Satan. And America and the world is living like Satan today. And I'm asking you, American people, let us change. Whoopi Goldberg, The View, TYT, Merle Herbal, I can't pronounce that name too good. But all you guys out there on that soapbox out there talking trash, complaining, get off of your butt, put that microphone down, and get in the streets and come together, visit each other, make the plans, resist, and represent. Okay? When we do that, you'll see some stuff happening. You will see a Supreme Court that you don't need dissipate. All right? Thank you.
Oh.